Actors, you can't improvise the past, you need to prepare. Here's how. A few thoughts on how you as the actor can build historical characters from real lives and what pitfalls can occur. I think we need historical character prep, especially for actors, and I also think normal historical research is not enough. Why is that? We used to overwhelm actors, in my opinion, and I think we need special historical preparation just for creatives. Sometimes it's just built to overwhelm how you prepare a film. Historical and biopic projects often move super fast, and yet, from the actors, especially if they are in a leading role, it's expected that they provide instant depth. It's basically expected that they process the last 40 years of research, and while production is moving fast, they actually can't provide this on their own. And they shouldn't. Actors aren't mini historians. I think if we are building characters from real fragments, this is helpful for both the historical person and the actor who plays them. But yet, you are so often left alone with the past. Actors are often expected to figure out it alone. Preparation turns into late night panic Googling, and what production provides arrives as books that already might be outdated or unstructured PDFs. I really think we should build historical characters from real historical fragments. When I work with actors, I use authentic sources from the past. I'm not only a historical consultant, but I'm also a writer myself, so I understand your creative process. My role is to make your job easier. My role is also to go to the archives to find forgotten historical evidence that others haven't found, and then turn it into cues that are actually usable for the creative and especially for the actor. The goal is clear footing, not abstract research that you actually can't use. The goal is to make your job easier. When building historical characters, I use the method that I have outlined in my book, Preparing Historical Roles. If you want to learn more, you can get a copy, and it actually contains 12 pitfalls that occur when taking on a historical role. Also on my website with drbarbara.com, you will find additional resources when preparing a historical role. The goal is to turn panic and replace panic and turn it into direction. I'm also a big advocate for bringing in historical consultants and experts at a very early stage of a project. I don't come in at the, oh my God, we forgot the research stage. I also don't patch holes in productions that are already underway. I'm also not a last-minute fact-checker before a premiere or before press starts. My work belongs at the idea stage, in the early creative conception, during character development, and at a point when a project needs its first clear direction, not its final panic fix. One other thing where I'm really adamant about, and I'm a big advocate, is about handling sensitive materials. So the question is, how can you prepare a historical role without losing yourself? All too often, historical stories that we show in film deal with sensitive materials. It's about queer history, it's about war stories, it's about trauma. And we need to handle this with clarity and care. Why? We have two reasons. Preparation must both protect the actor and the life portrayed. I provide emotional routes into the past and safe routes back out. The point is not you yourself should be losing yourself in the past. The point is not to carry around trauma that actually isn't yours, and not being able to shed this role for months, not being able to shed the accent, or carrying bits and pieces from a previous role into the next. This is not the goal. We need to guide you into the past and then bring you safe back to yourself. What makes my method different when preparing historical characters? I build historical and biopic characters from the ground up. I use historical real fragments. We look into diaries. I give the actor letters, objects that the historical person might have carried. We look into domestic records to get the broader sense and the entire, by basically building this entire historical, long forgotten world. We also look into what a typical day might look like, and whenever possible, I will give the actor the person's own words from the past. My motto is that depth can be invented, it must be excavated. Let's recap. You as the actor, if you use a trusted process to prepare a historical character, you gain emotional footing from real historical evidence. And I will go up and beyond. I will delve into archives. I will find what others have overlooked. Let's replace late unstructured research with early preparation and use this as clarity and direction that carries you through the entire project. And you as the actor builds this historical person from the ground up. If you need assistance with that, or if you just want to learn more about the process, you can go to withdrbarbara.com. It's my website about historical and biopic character preparation. And you can learn more about early stage research resources for actors, for screenwriters, writers, and other creatives. Visit the website at withdrbarbara.com or just click in the description box below. I also have linked a few resources there.